Alright, what's going on, freaks? We are going to check real quick, or I'm going to show you real quick how to utilize probably the most valuable tool I could use in the NFT space. So you're gonna go to dune.xyz, and Dune is basically a query site with dashboards, analytical dashboards, community built, it's free to use. So you're gonna create an account. I'm not gonna show you how to do that today. And then you're gonna find, which I'll share the link, NFT Project, NFT Overview dashboard. There we go. Again, I'll share the link, and you're gonna want to favorite it so that you can get back to it. So on this dashboard, we're really gonna ignore all of this top half. It's just showing you like top level sales going on in the NFT space currently. What I want you to do, because this really is what matters from all of this. Click the overview or NFT Project Overview part right on the header, and it's going to open up this query. You're going to go ahead and just run it. That way you're working with the most recent information. Alright, this is taking a while. Okay, and we're back. It updated. So basically, right now it's set to sort by volume over the last 7 days. So volume is total ETH, sales are total transactions. So what I like to do is do sales 24 hours and just click it twice so that it pops up with the top selling project, which has done 12,141. That's OpenSea, so you don't want to click that because it's not going to show you anything. Yeah, so below that are the rest of the projects. Some of them, if they've been around a while, you'll see the actual name, but most of them you're not going to see that, and that goes for any site really. If the site doesn't write some script in the back end and manually input, I believe, from what I understand, the name of the projects on their own, then it's going to take some time for it to upload. Anyways, so we've sorted here. This project, it's done an average of, our average sell of 0.23 ETH, so that gives me a price range. When you're looking at these, I might want to be bottom feeding. So if I'm bottom feeding, I'm gonna look, my price range that I'm looking for is 0.05 or whatever. I'm gonna look down here until I find a project that's priced appropriately, that's also getting high volume, and that's kind of where I'm gonna start. So for this case, we're just gonna look at the first one. Real quick, just to walk through it, it's doing it's done over 1,000 ETH today, or last 24 hours, done almost 4,600 transactions at 0.23. You can kind of compare it to total sales if you want, real quick, to see if it's a new project, right? So if I do 4,600 and a 7,100 sales, then yeah, I mean, it's very possible it's only been around a few days. The one below it, total sales 3518 in a lifetime, and it's done 33 today, so that's probably a new project as well. But yeah, you can very quickly gauge how long the project's been around and all that jazz. Anyways, so what we're going to do is you would open this, you would sort it after you run it, and then you're just going to click the dashboard that you want to analyze. So it's going to open up a new tab. So what this is going to do is it's going to show you what I like to see is total mint right here, 10,000. Total unique holders, 35%. And then I like to see the average price graph, red being last 100 sales, to kind of feel, get a feel for the project. It looks like it's found a decent bottom here with some consistency, previous 25 sales as well. So you can also see when like active holders are ticking up. It looks like 2 days ago went through, obviously with price 2, went through a big promotion. Anyways, I could very briefly look at that stuff now, but I wanted to explain it to you. All right, so what we care about really, we do care about that stuff, but one is even more telling, is just looking at this scatter plot. So it's a time series, and they basically put a dot for every sell that happens throughout time. And you can kind of get a feel for where the volume's at, what price range the volume's coming in at. A little harder on these projects trading at the bottom because you'll see a big grouping there. But yeah, I mean, overall, I don't really see a gap in much volume since the project launched, which looks like it launched right here. This right here is going to show you who is in the project, and the more you look at that, I mean, don't focus on it right now, but the more you start like digging into these projects, you'll see commonalities between names, and you'll start to pay attention to the projects that are doing well and the wallets that are up there, and there's definitely a correlation to that. So some people dump on people, and some people hodl. Well, the people that hodl are going to tie up a lot more of that inventory, which means there's going to be a lot less inventory for sale, which, really, if there's less supply, then, the price should go up as long as demand is consistent. Anyways, yeah, so I don't really see, there's a lot of people with actual names, which means, they're, for the most part, traders, or they've been around a little bit longer. I don't know how true that is, but typically, if you got a name, you at least know what you're doing, because you've either been labeled in a query or have a website. So, not really going to pay a bunch of attention to this one. I mean, NFT Machine's there. I know he's a promoter, but he's also a trader. So, I swear he has like 50 in every project I look at. But right here, so recent sells, right? So I can get a feel for, these are the last 10 sells that have happened on this project. You can see the price range. I'm just going to scroll down. A few in the 0.4, 4, or 5 range, so I kind of get an idea. If I want to know what project it is, right, because I still don't know, hasn't told me, I just click the link real quick in View OpenSea, and it's Winter Bears, right? So now I know unique wallets. If I'm comfortable, if I like the data I've seen and I want to start digging into what it is, because the numbers look good, it looks like it's got a good setup. Maybe I like, who's holding the project. I like the price range. Maybe I like the price action up here. This is the floor price. As you'll see as we get into a project that's a month old, you'll see a lot of choppiness. It'll tell a better story than one that's just 2 days old when it comes to floor price tracker. But and then there's this last part really that I like to look at, which is show you the other projects, the NFTs that are held by the other projects. So the number one correlated project to this project is Pudgy Penguins, right? And if you look at the bears, they look like the penguins. I mean, that's kind of what I think they're going for. And Sappy Seals, right? So you'll see Sappy Seals right here, right? So we're kind of getting the same feel for where this could be headed. Now, having said that, I know Fleur, the promoter, he had 119 yesterday when I looked at this project, and let's see where he's at now. So we can look real quick. Fleur, he has 2, so he dumped on everybody throughout the course of the last 24 hours. Why he was really talking them up. I remember seeing that last night on Twitter before I was going to bed. So I thought it was funny because I called it out on the Freaks NFT page prior to him starting to promote it, just because I could see it. I'd already seen the volume and I could see where he was buying at the time. So anyway, so yeah, I mean, if you look at all this info, it looks like it could be a good buy. And I'm not going to base it on Fleur dumping. He's not, the fact that it's held right here with price, and it's got this going on right here. I don't think it needs a promotion from Fleur. It's still got an NFT machine in it. I think it easily could go another leg up. So we could just go on OpenSea by clicking that link, click Winter Bears, and we can get to work. So I'll do another video sometime on how to how to get to work. What are you looking for on OpenSea? What's the right type of buy when you do decide that this is the project? If I'm working with like 0.2 ETH or 0.25 ETH and that's it, I'm probably going to spend a little more time making sure this is the one project I want to mint and not just go for the first one. Yeah, that's for sure. So don't hop right in. There's plenty of time if you're using this tool to look at other projects. So real quick, we're going to look at one more project for everybody. I want to show you guys just what it looks like when we're minting, or no, when we're looking at data from a project that's been around a while longer, and how to find that project too. So what you're going to do if you want to find a project, right? Say I want to look at Bored Ape Yacht Clubs. I'm just going to type in board down in the search bar. It's going to show me all of them, right? Bored Ape Mummy, whatever. Bored Ape Yacht Club. So there's the dashboard. I'm going to click the dashboard because I want to look at the project. So you can kind of see right here, daily sales volume. You know, you can see, volume's really died down. Not surprised, the whole market's really died down. Bored Apes also they're in a transition period, so it all makes sense. Wallets are still climbing, which looks great. You can see the floor pricing. If I had 100 ETH and I want to get on Bored Ape Yacht Club, I'm probably, I'm definitely throwing Weth offers out there at 34 because I think I can get somebody buy it for 34 for sure. And I'd probably start at 30, really, because some people have been prone to go down there. So that's cool. You can see, obviously, when it comes to floor price, how much more significant this is versus a 3-day-old project. Yeah, and you got your cells and you got your top collectors or whatever. Trying to think if there's anything else that would be worth sharing. It's interesting that they have 3,000 of the My Fucking Pickles. Eight people have 3,000 pickles. I don't know. It's just kind of funny. The 3,000 is a high number. You'll see that as you get into it. Into using this. Oh, scatter plot. Yeah. So this will be the last part, and then I'll stop the video. But you can see real quick, right? Oh god, there's just so many ETH that just make this real hard to see. But you can start to see a little bit of a trickle up. One thing you do is say I want to know, fuck, this guy owns 105. I can actually click on him, and it's gonna open Journey Crypto. Definitely heard of him or her. So you see their wallet, you see everything they're doing, right? You click their activity. What are they buying right now? This person's a stud. Clearly, they got everything. Shit. Or they just give them shit. I bet you it's a DAO. Probably exactly what it is. Anyways, that's what DAOs can do when they grow up. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Let's take a look at one more project real quick. OX. I wanted to look at OX Vampires because I heard some people talking about it today, and yeah. Okay, so you can see daily sales volume, right? I like this. I wanted to show you this one a little bit just because it's been around like a month, so the data helps a little bit. But you can see it's starting to grow, right? We're also seeing a price uptick, so we're not even close to where we could be with volume when it comes to number of sales. We're still not even close to where we were a week ago. So, but really, I really like the price action. When you get a little bit of a decrease on a project that's been around a while in a wallet number, it typically just means somebody's loading. So it's not a bad thing. Actually, in my eyes, it could be relatively bullish. Especially when you're already above 4,000. And then what we're going to do is current owners. Kind of interesting. There's nobody I recognize. I bet you, though, if we look down on the bottom left, it's going to say 0 and 1 and those type of projects. No, not at all. They're in Crypto Dads, Omnimorphs, Galaxy Eggs, Wicked Bones. So really, a lot of the projects that minted out at the same time, so they probably brought a lot of their money in and started getting in projects that were minting that week or whatever. Who knows? Anything else I want to show you? I don't think so. I think that's it. All right, cool. Well, thanks for listening. Hopefully you found some use with this, and if I think of anything else, I will be sure to share it.